Hey, this is April, and you're checking out the Ambiance podcast.
What up, people? Got a boss lady sitting across from me. Her name is April. She is the owner and casting director of Apecastings, right?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to have you on. Like I was saying off camera, just because I feel like there's a whole side of the music industry and music in general that people don't know about forecasting, right?
Right.
And I'm excited to have you kind of just like walk us through it and talk about like the ins and outs of it, because a lot of people like want to know how they get casted for shit, right? Or just how that works. And nobody really knows how to do it.
Right.
So yeah, I'm excited to get into you with that. What's today? It's Thanksgiving Eve, right?
Yes, Thanksgiving
Eve. You gave it like a little bit of a side. Do you not like Thanksgiving? Or
No,
what?
I love Thanksgiving. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I give you a side probably because I'm like, hi.
Okay, fair enough. What's your favorite holiday then?
My favorite holiday, honestly, yeah, probably Thanksgiving, because I get to like overindulge in food and, family time.
Okay.
And it's just like a chill day where you just get to eat a lot.
What's your family's spread? Like, what do you got on the table for your fam?
So typically, we definitely do, excuse my Spanish, arroz con dulces, which is like just like rice with like these peas, beans. It's delicious.
Are you Hispanic?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm Puerto Rican and German.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we, of course, do the turkey, cranberry sauce. They love that. I don't really care for that. And then all of us, we like make our own dish. So typically, I'm kind of weird. I do like deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs?
Yeah, and then I do.
That's kind of like a white thing, I feel like.
It's so weird to me, I know. And then I do bacon wrapped dates, which are delicious with like with some cheese stuffed in it. It's great. And then I do mac and cheese.
And then you do mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have like a special
So
recipe.
you contribute to the whole spread.
Absolutely.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this year's like always, it's been so different for all the holidays because of this COVID shit. It's like, I don't know, everything's kind of been canceled almost for all these holidays, So hopefully tomorrow is like a dope experience.
Yeah, it should be a good day. What are you going to do tomorrow?
Kick it with the fam, like
I love it.
I don't know, just typical Thanksgiving Day shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not from LA, so
oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I won't be with the fam, but I actually have. She's actually the only person I work with. She's my best friend. She's my partner in crime. My partner, Roxanne. I get to go over her house.
Shouts out to Roxanne.
Shouts out to Roxanne. It's great Persian food.
Ooh,
great vibes.
I've never heard of a Persian Thanksgiving.
It
Damn,
should be delicious because they can cook. I'll tell you that, and we eat.
Yeah,
okay?
and that's some different like type of Thanksgiving. It's not your average like.
No, yeah, I'm super
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
So let's get into that. You're not from LA. You're from Florida, right? Born and raised in Florida. What part of Florida?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. How was growing up there? It's a lot different than out here, right?
It's a lot different. I mean, I kind of grew up in I grew up in Sulphur Springs, which is, I guess, is like the quote unquote, like, it's the bad part of Tampa. It's like the hood. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so that was like kind of rough. I suppose growing up is like a lot of crime around, a lot of like, you see a lot of crazy stuff and everything, whatever. And then from there, like a lot of stuff happened. Then I ended up getting like adopted, and I ended up kind of leaving.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I ended up like leaving the hood, and like I went into like middle class, so it was like better.
At what age was this where you like made it out the hood?
Like 15, 16.
15, 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the middle class was kind of dope. And then yeah, I don't know. Tampa's cool. It's fun. It's a lot of partying. There's a lot of like, family time, friend time. It's definitely like a different pace, a whole different vibe, a whole different world. It's kind of like, it's just crazy to think about, like, whoa, like every time I go back, I'm like, this was my life. Like, it's dope. Like, I love my family time, my friend time and everything. But I'm like, wow, like so different.
I really used to like live out here.
Yeah, like I used to like, what was I doing every day? Like, this shit's crazy. Like, I go back there and I'm like already itching and come back to like LA, but like I love my city, but it's like so different.
Yeah, I feel you, because
totally
it's like literally East Coast, West Coast, and that's like the East South too. So that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, and the weather, like there's a lot of things to think about.
Yeah, it was humid. It rains a lot. I honestly do love it. It's like a fun party state. I definitely always feel like I'm on vacation when I'm back home.
Yeah, I mean it's a vacation town.
Yeah,
exactly. But being out here, everybody's kind of out here, you know what I mean? Especially in your industry. So being out in Tampa, was it hard to like just progress with what you're trying to do and make connections?
Oh, 100%. Actually, when I was in Tampa, I was kind of going in a totally different direction. I was kind of leaning into like what I told you earlier, where you were doing radio,
Yeah.
podcasting. And I thought it was going swell. And then when I moved out here, um, well, first off, I knew like if I stayed in Tampa, I would have, if I followed the whole radio thing, I probably would have, I could have probably made it on a local radio station, definitely, like absolutely, or I probably would have got into like TV hosting or something. But I mean, there's no like real work out there like at all. So I figured, oh, when I moved to LA, I'm just gonna like see if I can intern for a couple, radio companies. I don't know, see if I can fall into that. But then I just fell into casting.
How
So
did
it's like
that? How did that even happen? Like, was it intentional or was it like on accident?
No, so it's just such a blessing. It's so crazy how life like actually works. So first I kind of dibbled and dabbled into, I was trying to do everything when I came out here. I was like dibble dabbling in like reality TV. A couple, I was trying to act.
Wait. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But what originally like brought you out here in the first place?
Because I knew there was more opportunity, and I was like, okay, so backtrack to like my childhood.
Yeah.
I like dated this kid, and then fast forward to like freshman year of college, like me and him like reconnected, but he was like living in California. So then we started doing like this long distance thing, and then I was like, hey, well, I'm kind of like done my degree, is what I want to do, and now I got a boo.
Okay.
So then I came out here. So that's kind of like what motivated me out here. I knew Tampa wasn't gonna get me work, and then I was like, oh, I got something set up.
Right.
So it's like, why not?
You got like some security and shit out
Yeah,
here.
so I was like,
you.
fuck it, I know somebody.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, let's go. And so the whole casting thing started because, I mean, I guess it's just being around the right people at the right time. It's just how the universe works. I was good friends with someone, and their parents were actually producers of some sort, and they were like, hey, we got this music video. We know you know a lot of cool kids. Can you guys get us like 30 extras? We were like, 30 extras? All right, fuck it. Like, let's go. Let's do it. And yeah, we did it. And then from there, yeah, I don't know. Casting it just started to become a thing for me.
Okay.
It was easy, fun. It's easy in a sense because like I love it. Like I love like having to like look for like, especially like characters, like more than just like background girls or like, you know what I mean? Like I love like all types of like roles and stuff. Like,
so how does that whole process work? Like when somebody pretend I know nothing about it, you know what I mean? How does it work when like it's like you have to find talent for whatever shoots happening or
right,
you know what I mean?
So
from
typically,
A to Z.
right. So typically, okay. So it starts off with me. Either someone recommends me, or like I don't know, they go to my website, whatever, word of mouth, or I meet them in person, so on and so on. And excuse me. And so then they end up like emailing me, DMing me, texting me, whatever. And then they just tell me what they want. And I mean, it's pretty simple then from there because I've been doing it for so many years. I have access to like networks and stuff. So I always tell people to get on the networks because although I do it on IG, I always make a lot of posts. And honestly, I look at genuinely everyone. Everyone has a shot. Absolutely. I think the main importance, like if someone's looking to get cast in a music video, I'm the first eyes that looks at you. Like,
so how do you find this talent? Is it just through IG or
no,
is like
IG and the networks, and sometimes like I'll be in the streets and I'll see someone who just has like a look or a vibe or something. I'm like, yo, actually,
damn, that's dope. So it's like completely at your discretion. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They kind of just give me a gist like, hey, April, I need a blonde girl. Hey, here goes a treatment. Can you find me like these characters? So it's kind of like I run off their imagination and I visualize what I think looks good and I find whatever's closest to it, or I just look and then when it dings, it dings.
Yeah, so everything, it's like the pieces kind of fall into place.
Yeah,
for you.
Absolutely.
I love what you do because if you really think about it, it's like you're basically just giving opportunities to people and like that's your job.
Yes,
like that's crazy. That's fucking dope.
It's really dope. And I always tell people, people who are like listening to this, I get a lot of DMs. They're like, hey, how can I get casted? Or like, hey, like pay attention to me, and everything. Trust me, I'm looking at everybody. I think some pointers I can give, I really think it's your photos, bright, clear. Don't edit too much. We don't even like that.
Yeah.
The more natural, the better.
Can you tell when shit's like really edited at this point?
Yeah, unfortunately, and it's it's kind of just it's discouraging. It kind of like it makes us like it's like sometimes girls are really so beautiful and you're like, is this real? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just, I always tell girls, it's best to be yourself because anybody can get cast. There's a role for everybody, even if you're not the video vixen, if you're not like, you know what I mean? The who I'm looking for in this shoot or that shoot. Like, it's more so about if you're paying attention to the castings, if you're submitting every time, and if you have good photos, truthfully. It's all about photos, no filters. Don't DM me and then have your profile in private, type stuff.
I feel you, yeah.
Because I'm genuinely looking at everybody, and I really give everybody a chance. Yeah. Actor, not, no experience, like, so yeah, you're right. It's all about giving it an opportunity.
And especially since so many people hit you up, it's got to be like easy for you to make a decision on them. Like you said, having a private profile, it's just like, come on, you want me to follow you? And,
you're immediately like kind of disqualified, like can't even see you. You know what I mean? So, or like, don't do things, there's just some things where like, or like people like sometimes, respectfully, like they'll read the post or maybe they're not reading it and they'll submit to things that don't really like apply to them like at all.
I got you.
It's just, so like everybody needs to know there's a lot going on. Pay attention and have good photos. That's it.
That's it. Okay. That's the main two things.
Yeah. That's all really the main. I don't care who you are. If you fit the role, you'll get submitted. Just have good photos.
Do you think that what you do would be a lot harder without social media?
What's crazy? I was thinking about that a while back. I was like, man, like, damn, like the casting directors back in the day, they were
they had to put in work.
You know what I mean? But then, of course, there was. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I think back then it was more so casting directors would, street cast. And also, I think there was more of a connection with the modeling agencies. I feel like models were really hired for like music videos back in the day, or maybe the girls that the rappers met in the club, like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yeah. So I feel like being a casting director, like, you're right. Back then it was probably way harder. But then again, I just feel like there was just a different method. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Because either way, being a casting director is like, you think you're on the same page as like the director or the artist, and you can't completely come up short. And that's like any time period. Like, you know what I mean?
Has that happened for you? Like,
oh yeah. I mean, there's been quite a few jobs where like, I'm thinking there's a vision and then it's not the vision. But that's the easy communication. You know what I mean? That's like, oh, actually, you know what? No, we were more so thinking like this, or like, you know what I mean? So it's all about communication. Sometimes I don't get any communications and then I got to just run off with what I got.
So who do you report to, like when you're doing a treatment or you're doing a shoot?
Typically my main communications are between the producer or director.
Okay. The director of the entire thing. Okay.
Of the entire thing, or the producer. Yeah.
All right. So do you, like, let's say you find like your whole crew of talent, right? Mm-hmm. Do you show them to the director for them to sign off, or is it just like they expect you to already, like they already expect and trust that you're gonna have the people that they want there?
So pretty much I send them the people and then they decide on who they want, and then I contact the people to make sure that they're available still, and then so it's pretty much that easy. Okay. Yeah, so it's just like, and then if someone isn't available or it isn't what they want, it's easy. Just hit the shuffle button.
Got you. Okay. I think when people think about like what you do, they probably like overcomplicate it. They probably think there's like all this shit involved. That
I mean, let me tell you though. Sometimes it gets hectic because like imagine like if I get like my busy weeks could be like 4 projects, 5 projects. Imagine like I have to remember each date of the project. I have to separate all the talent. I have to make sure there's a lot of work into making like PDFs and communicating with the talent as well. Yeah. Like, they ask a lot of questions. There's a lot of information I got to give them. There's a lot of requirements I have to run through over, double, triple check. Like, you know what I mean? It's more so tedious than difficult work. And shit. And it's like, then you got to know the rules too, because, like you're responsible of a lot of things. Like, so I would say during a music video process, the producer has a lot on their plate. Like they're finding location, they're finding who's gonna do crafts, they're doing PAs, they're finding the gaffers, they're finding the they're helping out the art department with the props. Like, they're communicating with me. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And then over here with me, I have to communicate with all the talent. If the talent doesn't show up, that's my ass. If they act out, if, like, something goes wrong, if, like, you know what I mean, someone doesn't get their money. Like, so it's, like, it's also a lot of responsibility. So it's very tedious, but it's a lot of responsibility that I think, like, people who kind of just, like, randomly try to cast something, like, who kind of like just jump into it and don't know that information. Like, there's a lot of things we can get in trouble with. Like, there's still like a lot of like laws and just rules and just stuff you got to pay attention to and that you're responsible for. It's on your name. Like, something goes wrong on a shoot dealing with the talent. It's like, hello, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. So because there's no like way you can really go to school for something like this, right? Like I
don't think so.
Like, you kind of, like you said earlier, you kind of just fell into it.
Yeah.
So with that being said, these are things that like you had to just learn along the way. So it's just like you were fucking up at stuff, and then you're like, all right, I know not to do that anymore.
Yeah. And then I'm also pretty grateful because my degree is in mass communications.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of like a sponge. So typically, like, I've been very blessed in my life to have like a lot of people who are like mentoring me or who put me on certain game or like, so it's like I'm making these mistakes, but like they're being softly forgiven because like people are like, nah, April's dope. She got, she potential. Yeah. She's hard. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm learning, I'm getting powwows on the way, but it also feels like such an achievement because I'm still blessed that like I love to learn. And I'm sure there's so many things about this game that I need to learn. Like, I'm trying to get into like TV. I'm trying to get into like movie casting.
Because right now,
that would be crazy.
What you do is just strictly like music related, right?
Typically, yes. I have done like a couple brand shoots. I've helped a little bit on a couple commercials, like little odd projects and stuff like that. A couple short films. Okay. So yeah. But basically, yeah, music videos and stuff like that.
So when you first kind of you said you met some people and they started just like giving you casting roles. How much farther after that did Apecastings start, and or how did you kind of just form like your own shit kind of?
So when I first started, it was more so like me and a crew of people kind of learning together. So it was kind of like we all like gathered this information from working with producers and directors who would be like, okay guys, like if you guys really want to do this is what this needs to look like. You need to do this. This is a booking sheet. This is da-da-da. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like the older folks, like just like looking out for us. Cause I don't even know why they even did that. Like I said, blessings. Like,
yeah.
And, so I think, and then it kind of like for me with casting, it kind of triggered off for about a year or not even. I just moved. I moved out of Cali, kind of disassociated myself with that previous casting company. And
where'd you move to?
I moved back to Florida.
Oh, back to Florida.
Yeah,
okay.
I needed like a mental freaking break from this city.
Everybody does.
Oh god. And then I fell into like depression. I thought I lost my whole career. I was like, damn, like
how long ago was this?
I really walked away from that. That was in late 2016 or 17.
Okay, so like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, like I just walked away from everything. I was really depressed for a while. But then, oddly enough, I did a Vice show before I left.
Okay.
Before I left Cali. And the people from Vice remembered me. And they were like, isn't April into like castings? And they like magically hit me up. This person from Vice, well, he's no longer with Vice, but he was. His name is Cosmo. And he just started giving me jobs from that were in LA while I was in Florida. And so
you're facilitating from Florida for LA.
It was bananas for like a year straight. Like I was stacking up all these videos and I'm like, holy shit, I ain't even there. Like, how the hell am I winging this? Like, honestly, like I felt like even though I was in the casting, like before I had like a little crew, like, so then like now this was me solo dolo, like really like, okay, I gotta do my own swagger. I gotta do my own way. Like, cause really there ain't no rules to this entertainment business. There is, but I mean, it's kind of like if you have, and it's crazy because so me and many creatives talk about this. If you have a certain personality, like there's always this certain finesse and there's always this certain,
it's like the
like
it factor.
People fuck with you. Like, yeah, like even if you do shit a little different, even if you like, you know what I mean? If like you're not.
How do you think one obtains that? Like, you just have to be born with it? Because a lot of people listening right now, like, want to figure out how you get that, but at the same time, it's just like you can't really teach it, right?
Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, I don't even get it. Half the time when I think, I'm like, how the hell was I doing all this work from so far away? And like I used to get yelled at because I was like a server. I was trying to stack my bread up, come back out here. Like I was going through a lot of hard shit. And I remember being at the restaurant, and like I would be like, I'm casting, and I get off your row, like, you know what I mean, like bartending. What the fuck? Like,
oh, you were bartending?
Yeah, I was bartending and like fine dining, serving,
you
and all
must
that.
have got some good bread from that then.
Yeah, I was
like
making good bread. Yeah, I'm not dissing servers. I would make like 600 a night. It was like 400, 300.
Really?
Like it was good nights.
Damn.
Absolutely, for like 4-6 hour shift.
You know what? A lot of people get stuck in that because the money's so
do.
good, so they're just bartending for 20, 30 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think that you could have went that route?
Yeah, if I didn't keep pushing, absolutely. Like if I wasn't given the opportunity to cast from Florida, I could have easily became quote unquote like, it isn't even regular. Yeah, just like a 9 to 5. And I remember, actually, it's so funny because I remember, so the first time I left Cali, right? Like it was like the first time I left Florida was in 2013. And I remember leaving, and I also worked at a restaurant before I left Florida that time.
Oh, shit.
And they were like, what are you going to do in Cali? Like, what do you think is going to happen for you out there?
Oh, so they were like
just
hating.
Talking their shit. So then I came back, and I was like, actually, I was a casting director, bro. Like, it was pretty tight. Look at all these videos I worked on. Like, and then that was really funny.
Your shit.
Yeah, and then they did the same thing in 2016, 2017, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm moving back. Like, no, I'm booming. Like, this is really, and I think people thought I was genuinely lying. Like, they thought I was like on some weirdo lying shit in my hometown. Like, they really didn't believe.
Thought you were like fake flexing or some shit.
So, I wasn't even flexing. You know what I'm gonna tell you? I got a video going. I'm like, that's not crazy. Even flexing. I'm just generally trying to, like, you asking what I'm doing on my phone, and I'm legit saying I have a whole nother life in California. 3-hour difference, but it's.
You think they were probably like, yeah, whatever. Like,
yeah, they were definitely like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, nobody. Come on, like, I don't know why. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, So I started getting work from Tampa, that was out here in LA, and then I got booked for the hot shower gig.
For a chance?
Yeah, for chance. And then
how long ago was that? That was
a year ago.
Damn,
I think almost exactly a year ago.
So that's when you moved back here.
Listen.
Okay.
So I went. So they were like, yeah, no, we want to fly bro out for hot shower, whatever. So then I came back out. I worked. It was such a hard, long set. It was so great, though. Great videos, 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. And I just remember being on a plane going back home. I was just like, I started crying. I was like, I gotta move back out here. That was a big deal. Like most people don't get these opportunities, and like
you got it from Florida.
Yeah, that's like crazy. What? Like and it's crazy because like there was people who were working with me for like a year without even meeting me, and then when I started showing up on the sets, they're like, "Whoa, the goal, oh April, you're a legend." I'm like, "No, stop, you're the legend, bro. No, you like." And it's just like, what is going on? Like, stop. I'm not even gonna go yet. Everybody chill. But it's just funny. It's just, life is just so weird and so crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's all about working hard, trying to have good intentions, paying your dues, being respectful. Yeah. And
the rest will like work out for you.
The rest will generally work out for you.
Yeah, you weren't pushing to get these gigs that were handed to you in Florida. It was your reputation kind of preceded you, and shit you did like 2 or 3 years ago paid off like 3 years later, which a lot of people don't get, right? Like,
right, a lot of people don't. They want it quick.
They want that blessing to come like right away, but it doesn't happen like that, right?
Yeah, like I was struggling doing those jobs from Tampa. Like I was like, it was rough, like trying to balance both jobs, and then like, not being able to be around to directly be here. Like I said, we're 3 hours apart. Like, like people, I don't know. It was just, I still can't even believe it. Like, and then like, even when I first moved back out here, like I didn't have anything either. Like I was staying at a homie's crib. Like I came out here still with no money. Like even after hot shower, I was like, fuck it, no, I gotta go. Like it's my dream, bro. Can't let it go, bro. So then, gotta get the fuck out of here.
I love these animations you're doing.
And yeah, so yeah, and then everything just started when I just stopped worrying and just started just chilling. And then like I'm not like, it's just so weird because I'd be like, damn, I'm really doing this.
Yeah.
But still sometimes I'm like, what am I really like? I'm still like, I don't know. It's weird. It's
I
hard
was
to
gonna say
explain.
because I don't know how old you're, like mid to
I'm
late.
28.
Okay, you're 28.
Yeah,
Okay, that
I'm
makes
old.
that makes sense. Nah, you're not old. That's
But,
young.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
young in your
yeah.
career. So I
Yeah.
was gonna say like being this age at this point in your life and owning your own business, being an entrepreneur, like how does that feel? Because so many people are doing different shit. People are
Right.
married with kids. People are like in school. Like
Right.
how does it feel to be in this position you're in right now?
It feels great. I'm still super hungry though. Like I feel like this ain't really shit. Like I know it is. It's a huge deal. But I mean, I feel like I feel like plenty of people in my age group can relate. I feel like kind of sort of for us, we kind of bloom late. So I think
Go explain that a little bit more. Bloom Lake. What do you mean?
like yeah, I started doing the casting around like 22, 23, but I really started getting everything that I felt was right in my life around this age, around 28.
Okay.
So, and I feel like for the generation after us, like their speed is totally fucking different. Like, you know, do you get what I'm saying?
Like Generation Z and shit.
Yeah,
that
like their speed is like they can come up hella quick.
I see what
Like,
you're saying.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like I'm happy and I love it and I think it's amazing. I can't even like, you know, but I definitely want more. Like I feel like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. But like, nah, I need to do better. I need to get better.
That's how you got to think though,
Yeah,
or else you'll be
100%.
content with what you have.
Right, but I am also though very content because I did come from literally nothing. My mom was off Section 8. Like I was homeless. I was even homeless living in LA before.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
I would have to like sleep in my car.
Damn.
Like, you know, it's like a lot of hardships along the way. So yeah, I just think everyone's timing is like different, but I definitely want more for myself and I hope that I continue to strive and really get that.
And more for you is like getting into like movie role castings and like things like that, right?
Yeah, pretty much I want to I want to make the casting like my staple, but then eventually, you know, I'll get into some TV, I'll get into some movies. But by like 40, I think I want to like produce my own show. So there's like a lot of things in the lineup. But I want the casting company to be like the main source of like my starter income. I want to be able to put people on my team. Like right now, I got my girl Roxanne. You know what I mean? Eventually, I want to be like, all right, have fun, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm working on
and
this.
it's more
over
like
here.
passive income for you
Yeah,
at that point.
absolutely. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And then like I get to give, like you said, I get to give opportunities to my people. So I kind of want to use like the casting or deal. Like I love it, absolutely. But I know in the future I want to like produce my own show.
Yeah, I wanna harp
overall.
on that. Like anybody who's listening, like all you creatives, that's like the key right there to get passive income as a creative. Like don't just, if you're like a photographer, if you're like a artist, like do that, make that your main breadwinner, and then build a team and then go do some other shit, facilitate that.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
it's crazy how many things you can do in life. Like I can't even believe like I was, you know, like I've been on TV, I've been off TV. Like, I mean, I guess I said, you know, but now I've been skydiving, you know, like there's just so many
Skydiving.
things like you got to knock off your bucket list. And
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, it's all about your spirit, bro.
For sure.
Like,
How so how did Apecastings form? Like that's because that's your company, right?
Yeah. So after that year in Tampa, and then I came out here and I was still like, I was booking nonstop. I was like, frick, like, all right, I need to make this like a business. So before it was just April Rivera casting.
You're just freelancing.
I was doing it even off of my freaking regular IG. Like I didn't even have Apecast. I just started Apecastings January. I got the LLC. I got my IG and everything. I made it official in April.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's brand new.
Yeah, it's like brand new, but I was like booming before then, like, you know what I mean? So it was just kind of like, it was like, what am I doing anyways? Like I should just definitely just make this a real. I knew I just took like such a long time to do it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, I would tell the kids do it a little bit quicker than your girl. You know what I mean? You know, everybody's different. You know.
Yeah, everybody's journey
Yeah.
is different. Like
Yeah,
you can't rush your journey either. Like that's important.
100%.
Everybody wants to rush it to the success, like we were
I'd be
talking
like,
about
yo,
earlier.
just chill, like, cause I don't know. You know, I can say, you know, I wish it happened sooner, but then again, I'm kind of happy it didn't. Like, I feel a lot like chilleder, wiser now. Like, I'm not like, it's just a whole different vibe. Like, once you reach, I know people think this shit is so annoying, but seriously, like, the older you get, it's just so much smoother and better. I think a lot of situations are.
Do you think that you could have handled the life you have now, like responsibility wise, at the age of like 21 or 22, 23, when you first kind of started casting?
You know what? See, yeah. I mean, knowing me though, because I'm a hustler. Like, I've low key been on my own since I was like 18. Like, I don't come from wealthy families. I never had anybody hand. I was always a hard worker. So genuinely, yeah, absolutely. But I was like involved with a whole nother team, and then like I had like a toxic, the relationship got toxic, of course. You know how those vibes are.
Yeah.
Like you said, everybody's journey is different. Yeah, maybe it could have happened back then, but I was very content with the team I was working with and everything.
For sure.
So like, and then life just puzzled off, and I'm like, damn, I guess I really am supposed to be doing this.
Yeah, it came back to you. You think about
it. Whoa, like,
you left
yeah,
it
like I said, I was depressed.
I
was like, oh, holy shit, like I had something going, like what the and then it came back to me. I was like, damn, if you love something, let it go. That's real.
Yeah, it comes back to you. They say that really about love, but that shit came about your career.
Yeah, and they're like, how did it happen? I was like, I was just literally around the right people at the right time.
Your ex came back to you. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
You took it back.
Really
Let's
crazy.
go.
No,
that's dope.
Nah, though.
I know how. We're not gonna equate those two.
Though. Shout out to you. Thank you, bro. Like you changed my life, low key. You know what I mean?
Really?
Give a shout out. Yeah, I think it's always important. Like I thank people so much. Like even if we've fallen out, so many people have paved the way for me. They've given me opportunities. They helped me out when they didn't need to. Like I said, they put me on game. Like people are so fucking essential, especially in this industry. I think it's really important to build genuine good like connections with people, and to like work hard and always have good intentions. And yeah, I just love people. I think it's great. Like,
and that's just having good practices, because like it happened for you with the hot shower situation with Vice, like that you weren't necessarily like looking for something with that relationship, but it paid off for you, like. Right. Later in life, and that could happen right now. Like you could be building relationships with somebody.
Mind you, it was a whole year after the show was filmed that they hit me up. Like he remembered Cosmo Orlando, literally remembered me, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, bro, you just gave me my career back, bro. Good looks, damn. Like, let's go." Yeah.
So it's like that's how life works. It's like something you're doing right now is gonna pay off in a couple of years. Something you do in a couple of years and pay off another couple of years after that.
Right. Word of mouth too, man. Treat people right.
Okay.
Try to always do your freaking best. Like, word of mouth is so important. I think I feel like that's a lot to my success.
Word of mouth, go.
Were like,
what do you
April's
mean about
great.
that?
April's
okay.
April be on
like
set
people vouching
working
for
hard.
you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what? I know this great casting or April. You know what I mean. Like, so yeah, I think word of mouth is great. Networking is great. Being kind to people. Being real. Respectful.
We're gonna get this.
I love this.
I'm trying to find out which incense we're gonna light. This one's like attract money.
Attract money, baby. We like that.
Yeah, I was about to put the lavender on, but I was like, nah, we're not in lavender. We're trying to attract some money right now.
I'll fall asleep.
Should be in here slumped. No type of conversation. I'll be over here having a solo podcast talking to you guys about God knows what. I'll have Val come on here and take a sub right now. For you guys listening, April's friend Val right here is chilling right there by the camera. Shout out to Val. What's your Instagram, Val?
Yeah, there we go. Val.okay.
Val.okay. Okay. Go follow her. Amazing photographer. Okay.
I think she is great. Yeah, I just love being around my creatives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I handle one sector, they handle the rest.
Exactly. Yeah. It's about building bridges between
teams.
creatives
teamwork,
and shit.
Baby. Absolutely.
Yeah. I love it. I love girl photographers like getting into it, because I feel like there's not much in the industry. You know what I mean? I've had a couple on the show. Shout out to Coughs and Brianna, who are two dope photographers. We got Bubba. We got Bubba making an appearance.
Oh my gosh, she's
so
cute.
We'll show you guys to her right now.
I'm a cat person, but dogs are adorable.
Are you allergic?
No way. Yeah, no.
All right, so we got Bubba on the podcast. Bubba. What do you got to say, Bubba?
That was cute.
Yeah, he's over here
He's talking
that real shit right now. This is Bubba. He is wild and he looks like an alien. He looks like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
He does.
He does, huh?
And his little like growl purr thing. Sounds like.
Oh, it's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't talk. He's a
You're
little puppy.
Cutie.
He is a cutie. He's a house dog.
Sounds like my cat. She's overweight. She like breathes.
Oh, your cat's overweight? It's obese?
Poor baby. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. What kind? You have?
She's
What kind of cat is
cat.
it?
She's a beautiful black cat.
A beautiful black cat.
That's my queen.
Okay.
My good luck charm. Her name's Tunchi, like Lil Wayne.
Oh shit! You named her Tunchi?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
fire.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's bananas? I think about. I just be like, damn, dude. Like, I remember being like 18, 19, even 21, like playing all these artists on my TV. Never would I thought
What?
I would be casting for their videos.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know
crazy
what I
to think
mean?
about.
That's fucking bananas.
What are speaking of that? What are some of these videos that you've casted for? Like name drop some
Oh
of
my
these.
goodness, so many. Literally so many at this point.
Oh, you know what? Let's
Like,
do this.
yeah,
Let's pull it up.
Or the IG.
Um,
Yeah. My most recent one, I mean, there's so many, but I was really excited from working on the Joji extravaganza.
Oh really?
Yeah, Joji is great, and he had his like this little event where he kind of did like a spoof talent show ordeal, and I had to like find like a opera singer and like
So that's
a
like different than
musician.
what you normally
And
do.
I
huh?
love that. Whenever a director or producer hits me up, they're like, April, we need weird. April, we need like, can you find us a three-legged person? I will literally go out of my way and find you
Real
a
shit?
three-legged person. No, you know that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know.
It's your job to do that.
It's my job to find
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and it's so exciting. I'm like, yes, something cool.
Something that like excites you. It's not
yeah.
like normal. All right,
That
so we got a.
And I haven't updated this in a little bit, but
Okay, so
You
this
know
is a
what I
little
mean.
kind of a little outdated.
yeah, a little teeny bit. Oh, that one was really good. Polo G, Martin and Gina. That was
Okay.
so much fun. They actually found Gina pretty V. She's like a great like little IG comedian, real comedian in my opinion. She's hilarious. She's actually a sweetheart, great little actress. She played that role really good. But I had the pleasure of finding like a Pam lookalike, a freaking the bald guy Tommy.
Yeah.
And etc. And it came out great. He looked so close to it. So that was like a ball.
That's dope.
The G-Eazy down was really, really epic. G-Eazy is such a cool guy. Really fucking
For
sweet.
real?
Yeah. No, dead ass. I know. You went for real. Like, yeah, actually, I was like, yo, G. So that's me. I'm awkward. So I kind of just like my way with artists. I'd be like, yeah. Like, I just like crack a weirdo joke or something and get them to giggle a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
get
I'm
them to
like
open
nervous. I'm trying to like, I'm weird. So I'm like, bro, are you weird? 'Cause we can be
We
weird
together.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's weird. I love him. He's dope. He's absolutely.
I've heard that about him actually from like other people in the industry.
He's
That he's dope.
cool,
How's the
yeah.
baby?
Oh, what's interesting? I've done so many other videos, and I've had very few interaction with him.
Okay.
But every interaction has been great. He's really nice. He's always smiling. He's a funny guy. Always cracking jokes. I unfortunately was not on the Joji and Diplo Daylight set, but let me tell you, fun fact. I actually met Diplo from my roommate Abria. She runs this boot camp called Work Hard, and fucking Diplo was just like working out with us. I was like, bro, I did the Daylight video. He's like, no fucking way. He was like, you found this guy? This guy's fucking. That was weird.
This guy on the chair?
Yeah, like, and I'm like, I know,
He is
wasn't he
unique
great?
looking,
He's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, his name is Steven, I believe. He also did the Pretty Boy video for
shit, for
Joji
real?
too. Yeah, no, great. I just love characters.
So when you like book somebody for casting, will you use them in like other videos too sometimes?
Yeah,
and shit?
so a lot of the time, okay, especially when it comes to like the ladies, I try my hardest. I don't like overbooking the same females, because I also think that's what I try to stand out. I always try to make my call, like, okay, whenever a new director, or primarily the same directors hit me up, whenever they do, I'm like, okay, I can't show them any girls they've seen before. Every time it's a completely refresh. I try. Even I tell my main girls, update your photos, change your hair. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can get
Switch it
different
up.
roles, right? And shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And plus, some of these, like these characters, like Steven right here, he's great. He's gonna get casted for quite a few things because he's a character look. You know, there's character looks out there that you're just like, no, this is the fucking guy for it, bro. Let me tell you.
Doesn't matter what he is,
No.
this is
You're
a
not
guy.
gonna find anything better than this guy right here. So he's fucking tight. But yeah, but I always try to refresh the list. I always try not to book the same people. But then there's
Okay.
just some people who are just really literally on it and reliable. And you know what? They like the way they look and they continuously get booked because they're just a look. They're the look. So it is what it is.
So that's important too. Like if you're
Yeah.
getting casted to perform like wherever you're getting casted for, because like you said, like it's your name on the line if they fuck up with whatever it is.
Or like,
like
they show up and they don't look how they look, or like they don't. I don't know. It's always it's tricky business.
how about Party?
Oh, Party's a sweetheart.
For real?
And yeah, Trippy is he's cool. He's just always really high. So you're not gonna get much from Trippy. Just like a cool high dude, you know. He's like, hey, what's up? Yeah, like
He kind of lives like that too.
Yeah. But Party is so nice. He's very kind. I actually had the privilege of going to his birthday party. He invited me to the Halloween turn up. He's fucking great, bro.
For real?
He's a sweetheart. Yeah, he'll actually
That's dope
sit
to
there
hear.
and conversate with you. Regular guy, dope.
When somebody makes good ass music and you find out that they're a good person too.
A1, bro. He's so chilled.
Which one of these like was your favorite, or like one of your favorite shoots out of like all these videos?
Okay, so besides Hot Shower, because that will like always be one of my faves. I would have to say.
Oh, you cast it for Bop too?
Yeah, I hired the majority.
Did you cast this girl?
No.
Okay.
So they hired like the main dancers. I hired everybody else, like all the streetwalkers, everybody back there, like stuff like that.
Were they all like dancers?
Yeah, they were all they all had a dance, so they had to learn the whole, like, even like the older people, like they were like, oh, April, can you find us like older people who can dance, who can learn to dance on the spot? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. So we did that. Yeah, there was like older people dancing in that bit too. Vibes was cool. But that I've worked on that has been the most fun is There's been a lot. The most. I know. Shit. There's so many. I know. Yeah, it kind of trickles off right there, but there's so many. Honestly, I wish I was there on the dropped out of college one. I wonder what video is that. It's not on there no more. I would have to probably say the excitement video. The girls were a really good vibe. I love the crew that I work with, Clocked Inc. They're always a good vibe. And the set went crazy. It was just fun. I love sets where I'm working with like people that I know, because everything's a lot more laid back even when it's stressful. Yeah. Like we all just like flow fucking better, and like we're all freaking out. We just spark a blunt and it's like normal. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm on sets and it's like, okay, can I be like cool here, or like do I gotta be like,
are you gonna
cool?
be comfortable?
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was on the, like, I think a big one that I did recently was the Nicki Minaj, and I feel bad for not knowing this. Honestly, I feel fucking bad. He's epic. Who is it? Why is it not uploaded on my site?
I don't know.
Nicki Minaj, Major Lazer, and Nicki Minaj.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, on that set, I was like, I mean, given Nicki Minaj wasn't there, neither was Major Lazer, but like the label people were there.
Yeah.
I was totally like, you know what I mean? Best behavior.
On your A shit.
On my A shit, absolutely. Trying to be so professional.
So that's important too then, huh? On set, like chemistry between.
Yeah, you got to know what you're getting into. You got to feel the vibes. You got to know, okay, these are new people. Okay, this is, yeah, it's in this industry, man. I think it's so important to be like a really good, like, vibe checker. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do your little homework. So see who you're working with.
Where did the name Apecasting come from?
Oh, because my nickname, my name is April, so people call me Baby Ape. Oh. So then I was like, Apecastings. You want to know what's so crazy about Apecastings, though? Is like when I first did it for like the first month or two, everybody hated it.
What do you mean? They hated the name, or they hated the company?
No, they hated the name. They were just like, I don't think that should be your name.
That.
Bro, I had a couple people being like, oh, like, that's disrespectful. Like, what are you trying to imply? I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? And then, like, it's a shame because I have to sit there. And these are people who would DM me. Like, there was a model. I hit up a model and I was like, oh my God, I would love you. It's like some agency model. And she's like, literally all she wrote back was, you should change the name of your company. And then I was like,
what the fuck?
Oh my God. I was like, I'm sorry if that, like, is that offensive? Like, I don't get it. And then, like, I was like, are y'all trying to say, like, I think y'all are, like, monkeys or something? Yeah. Like, I don't know what y'all are implying, but my nickname is Baby April, Apecastings. Like, let's not make it deep. Yeah, let's not make it complicated. I know it's 2020, but damn, it's 2020. Like, come on, guys. Like, so for a minute, people were even, like, even my close, like, production homies are like, maybe you should change it. Like, and I was like,
I always feel like there's going to be, like, some of those people that are always going to, like, kind of chirp and shit.
Not everyone's going to like me. Not everyone's going to like me. Not everyone's going to like my style of work. Not everyone's going to like my freaking company name. Like, not everybody's going to think I'm, like, hella serious. Like, it is what it is. I've always learned to just be like, whatever. Yeah. Like, I already grew up, like, you know, the whole like bully thing and like, you know, just
The
like
bully thing?
haters. Yeah, I got bullied. Everybody, I think, gets bullied. You know, what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Fair
when
to
you're
say.
younger and shit.
Yeah, like fucked up
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Like, you know, and from being poor, like how kids are
That's
fucking
fucked
mean.
up. Yeah,
You know, kids are
that's
fucking
true.
mean, bro.
Kids are
you know,
ruthless.
Suck my dick, bro. Suck my dick now, bro. So. Like,
Big
I
facts,
don't even hate
though,
to say that, but
honestly.
I'd be like, bro, kids are evil. Like they really this
Yeah.
fucking people. No, and even when I first got to LA, it's so weird. It's so funny because I said it on the Vice show. I was like, you know what's crazy about this fucking city? It's like, I was dead ass like a hard worker. You know, I'm a hard worker in general, and then it's just so crazy to me that a lot of people like everything is based off like social status or like clout or like who you know,
Especially
and, like,
out here in LA.
yeah. And like when I first got to LA, it didn't really matter that I was casting. Like people thought I was still like some lame or like, you know what I mean, she don't got no swag, like, you know. It was like so weird, like jumping into this already like I kind of don't know what I'm doing, and then and then like getting judgment and pressure from like everybody around me because we're all, and then it was a lot of people around me are like younger all the time too. I gotta always remember I'm kind of like older than some of these people I've hired.
Yeah, we're getting to that age now because I'm 26 and I feel you like a lot of the talent now is just like younger than you.
Yeah,
I feel
the
that,
artists, like everything. You're like, what the shit? Like, you know, so it's like, yeah, coming to LA was weird. Everybody thought I was like some fucking weirdo, but I was like, whatever, bro. I'm from Florida. I get it. Like,
Nah,
we try to vibe. Like,
you should be weird. It's a time to be weird.
And
like,
a lot of people from Florida are actually out here doing this shit, like doing whatever it is. It's so crazy when I get on sets. Fucking Val, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hello, like. The girl was like, "Oh, I'm from Florida." So many. Every time I got on set, someone's like, "I'm from Florida too, bro." Where?
Real shit?
I'm like, for real, where? Yes, I'm like, this is insane. Literally almost every set, I can find someone from Florida, even from Tampa. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Do you guys? I got a
We're
question.
lit.
Do you guys feel like a certain connection with the Florida person? Like if you meet
it's
somebody,
more relaxing, bro. Less pressure, dude. It's like, and it's so weird because I don't feel the pressure no more because I kind of grown into myself and it is what the fuck it is. Like, you know, I'll change on my own pace, quote unquote change, whatever the hell that means. Like, you know, I'll grow, whatever.
Adapt,
I don't fucking know, adapt. But it's kind of like yeah, you can relate. Like, we ain't trying to be cool, bro. You know,
yeah,
bro. Like like
you know what that lifestyle's like.
Yeah, with
type.
my Florida homies, I can just pull up on them. We can smash a couple beers, look horrendous.
Oh yeah,
like
I feel
you. Know
you.
What I mean? Like,
it's not like a status.
No,
Everything out here is a status
bro.
competition. You meet somebody, and the first thing
What
is
do you
like,
do, bro?
what do you do? It's like that's the first question.
But I mean, I'm like that too, though. So it's kind of it's like we're all so eager because you know, it's about networking. Of course, you're eager. You want to know who's around you. You're like, okay, cool, another opportunity, another thing, like, you know, another relationship I could build. But honestly, a lot of the time, dude, I'm as sociable as I seem. I'm kind of not sociable, like
antisocial.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like a lot of the time, like I'm not the first one to go up to say something, or like if I do, like I said, it has to be something weird or funny. Like, but half the time I feel like in a room full of people, I'm probably quiet. Like,
you know, like
I
the fly on the wall.
I feel like a little bit, and I like that. I kind of like because I kind of get weird. I really do get weird, and it's like funny because like I'll be like with my friends, like, oh, this is April, she's a casting director, and I'm like, yeah. And like, you know, I gotta have like a buzz in me or something. You know, I'm just like weird and quiet with it. Or like, I'll be like, okay, let me tell you about a story about Wiz Khalifa, bro.
Okay.
I can make you and your friends so long ago, super old video with Ty Dolla $ign, whatever the case may be. We're like on set, literally chilling. It's a great day, you know, whatever. Literally the whole time, bro, I'm like sitting next to Wiz, just fucking quiet and weird. Honestly, I was wearing these pants.
Those exact pants?
Yo, these exact pants. That's just fucking crazy.
She got some ripped denim.
Yo, I guess. Oh, and these are my mother's. These are like from like
shit.
the 80s, bro. I've been.
That's a lot to take in right there.
Yeah,
okay.
A lot. Okay, so I wore these on the Wiz set. They're my mom's.
Oh shit.
And it was just funny because I was just quiet. Like I didn't even want to introduce myself. And sometimes I'm still like that with artists, by the way. Like I'll just be fucking next to them, or I'll be like. Sometimes I'm like the AD on set too. Another thing, when I'm on set.
What is AD for people who don't know what that is?
Assistant director. So pretty much they keep track of the time. Okay. So sometimes I play as an AD, like I help the AD and stuff like that. Because when I'm on set, I'm not just a casting director who's gonna pull up there just for like flicks or kick it. I'm here to work. So I'm trying to build a relationship with them. I care about the project. I want to be a part of it. I think this is fucking great. Can I please help you? You want me to go like fucking like Polo G? I was like, sir, we need you like literally right now. No, like, yeah, can you?
That's fucking
like,
crazy.
I'm getting them. Hold on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm playing all these roles. I love playing all these roles on set. It's just more and more for me to learn. Like I said, like, I want to get deeper into the industry. Like, I want to be able to produce my own shit. I want to know what these camera buttons are, bro. What is it? Like, you know, but the Wiz Khalifa thing, I was quiet, completely nervous. He was like cracking jokes the whole time, having fun. I even hit a blunt. It was cool. But then I hit the blunt. I got weirder.
Oh, yeah. You know how that goes.
I was like, why did I even hit this damn blunt? And I mean, I was already weird. And then finally he like looks at me. He goes, who is this? Who's this California hipster? He was like cracking a joke. Immediately, I still don't say anything, bro. Everybody's laughing because everyone's laughing at Wiz. Anything Wiz says, everyone's like,
that's like a once in a lifetime type opportunity to get high with Wiz. You gotta hit that blunt 3 times.
I froze. When he said, who's that California hipster? Mind you, this was kind of like my 3rd or 4th video, too. It was so you're still
pretty new.
And then Wiz, I was like such a huge fan growing up. Like my first apartment, all I had was a TV and an Xbox. Literally, my whole apartment was a TV and an Xbox. I didn't even have a fucking bed. And I would play like Wiz and like Currency and like that whole vibe of music. And I was like, damn, I can't believe I'm like next to this fool like right now. And he just made fun of me. I dipped. I literally left set. After.
Why?
Like I literally moments after I left set, I freaked out.
Because you were so nervous?
I freaked out. I got in the Benz and left. It wasn't even my Benz. Wasn't even my Benz, bro. I was like, let's dip, bro. Like we out. Like I can't. I'm freaking out. Like you just made fun of me. You don't like my pants. Like
go buy some new pants. Come back or some shit.
It was like crazy, and now it's just kind of like you talk to me every day. I don't care.
Yeah,
whatever.
But you kind of gotta go through those experiences. You know what I mean? Like of being nervous and like being out your comfort zone. So like the next time, maybe next time you see Wiz, you won't be as like
definitely
nervous.
like even now, like I'd be like going up to party. I'd be like, yo, bro, like calling him by like his first name. And he's like, only my mama calls me by my first name. I'm like, well, now I call you by your first name. And he's like, this kid is crazy. Like, but it's like now I'm like comfortable. Like,
because you got the confidence probably now.
Yeah.
Like, and you're embracing that shit.
Yeah. You know, not all celebrities are like nice and cool, but a lot of them really are. You know what I mean? And then it's like, now I can relate to you, bro. Now it's kind of like I say, hey, and it's just not like a fan or like I don't know. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, oh, yo, yeah, I'm a casting.
Like how?
Fuck. You know, bro.
I'm a casting.
So it's just it's interesting.
So with the COVID happening, like, did you have like struggles that you had to face? Like, did that like fuck up your business at all, or did that fuck up your bags anyway?
I'm gonna keep it $150. Absolutely not. Actually, I made the most money during COVID. Keep it real.
How so?
Because I think the entertainment is essential. It seems like
it's an
all of us
business.
are still working.
Okay.
We all just consistently get tested, or there's temperature guns on set. But generally, so like the first week or two, it was weird because I had jobs lined up and then we just canceled them. Like they were getting dropped. Like I had one with the baby got dropped. I had this got dropped. It was like all these jobs were dropping. I was like, well. Moved out here and I'm fucking stuck in this shit hole and I ain't making no money. Then it started booming. Generally started booming. I almost got out of control. That's why I had to put my girl Roxanne on. I was like, bro, I need some help at this point.
Is it
like,
just you two?
Yeah, at first it was just me, and then recently, like the past few months, I've thrown her on too. So like whenever I need help, I'm like, girl, or like I throw her a job if I'm too swamped with jobs. Or she's such a social butterfly, which is so good to have her on my side. She's way more social than me. She's like outraged. She's like, hey, to like anyone, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like great to have her because she even be pulling her own job. She'll be like, she's like a beautiful girl too, right? Gorgeous. So she gets to be around like a lot of important people just based off her beauty. And then she started networking. No cap. And then she started networking and they fuck with her hard. And then next thing you know, she's pulling us different artists from left to right. So it's kind of like
bringing in new opportunities.
That's what I'm saying. So she's like super A1 essential. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's been super good having her. And I'm like, okay, now I'm getting into different realms. Now I'm teaching her this, and now it's great. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, because you're gonna get to that point probably where you get big enough to where it's like, and tell me if you want this. Like, do you want to have like an agency one day, a casting agency where you got like employees on your team and shit?
Yeah, not too many, but definitely like I want to have an office, a good standardized 2 or 3. Like I don't want to make it like crazy, like you know, because I also want all of us to like, because this is the thing. Another thing people get it twisted about casting. Let me tell you, we don't. Some of us do. A lot of when it comes to music video, unless you're like someone who's been in there 10 years deep, like, you know, I could drop a few names. There's casting directors who've been in there 10 years fucking deep, more, probably way more. And now they can charge whatever fucking rate they fucking want. Like, you know what I mean? Now they're doing TV. Now they're doing, you know. But being a music video casting director, like, I'm still technically new. It's crazy. My resume is bananas.
Yeah, we
and I
just
have
looked
been
at
doing
that
it.
shit.
Yeah, I have been doing it for a long time. But people think we, like, rich or something. Like, we really not. Like, it's really, like, you know, jobs start piling up. And then you know, your money.
The budgets for the music videos aren't as big as,
fluctuate.
like,
Never. And people be thinking we be, like doing this shit on purpose. Like, no, bro. Like, I want to let you know, like, I'm laughing at my paycheck sometimes too. Like, it's not even trying to be disrespectful or anything, but generally, like, the music video industry for like the past probably like for like a minute, especially in the hip hop, bro, it's just like they don't really give budgets. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Like, you gonna get like, sometimes they're like, April, we only got $27,000 total for this music video, and this is the vision
for everything.
We only got like a dump, and I know to some people it sounds like a lot of money when you actually do the math of things. Nah. Like, but nah, 27,000.
You gotta rent shit. You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta pay me. You gotta pay them. You gotta pay PA. You gotta pay light. You gotta rent. You gotta rent the equipment. You gotta, you know, all these things. And like directors, they get paid, you know, big bucks. You know, producers should be getting paid a stack or more every job. That's off tops. They do a whole I was low key trying to, cause I want to move into producing. So I was kind of working under Cosmo for a bit. You know, he gave me the privilege of, you know, he taught me what a producer like essentially does. I'm like, bro,
like a producer for like
music
producer, lighting producer.
He does music producing. He could do a TV. He's done Vice, like, you know, like stuff like that. You know, like he's done a whole lot. And I'm just like, dude, this shit is hectic.
Yeah, they do have a lot on their plate.
It's a lot on their plate, and I feel like music videos, like, us workers be getting played so hard with the money. It's like ridiculous. Like, you really gotta hustle to get that rate, and like. And then it's kind of like, you know, then there's so many of us, and it's kind of like, bro, are you gonna take this opportunity or not, even if it's a low rate? What you gonna do? You're not gonna do it. This is a big name, bro. But honestly, as of recently, I've been comfortable enough to be like, no, I can't, because it is rude. It is a lot of work that I'm doing for this low rate. I absolutely cannot. Like, this is just fucked up. Like,
you got to stand up for yourself.
Yeah,
kinda.
and then that's weird too, because I don't want to piss anybody off, and then like, I'm a female. Like, I know it sounds weird, but like, I'm a girl in the game too, so I kind of feel like,
talk about that. So does that have an effect on things too?
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of them, like, I think it's easier for men to talk more assertively than us females. I feel like when us females talk assertively, or like we get straight to the point, straight to business, we kind of come off as bitches. When it comes to men, they come off as bosses. So
it's a double standard, what they say, right?
Yeah, but I have to say, a lot of people have respected it. A lot of people, you know, they hear a woman talk in the industry, like, yeah, that's a boss. But then a lot of them are still like, all right, we're gonna find someone else, or like, this girl's being a bitch, or like, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of weird. Like, you just gotta know how to talk to people, you know, make things respectful, you know, like, it's just like, and
you gotta know how to move.
You gotta know how you move in this industry. I always tell people, you know, one of the best things I learned, I've done assistant jobs. I've done so many jobs, ridiculous. I was assisting for, what you call it? Actually, God bless her soul, R.I.P. Josie Harris, I believe is her name. She was Mayweather's ex-wife. Actually passed away recently.
Who's ex-wife?
Mayweather's ex-wife.
Yeah,
who just passed away.
R.I.P.
Yeah, love her to death. She was absolutely sweet. I love working for her. She was great. She actually told me, she was like, you know, April, you always gotta hit them with a compliment, then hit them with the no, or hit them with the bad news. And honestly, that's always a point I always give people. I'm like, you know, y'all need to work on y'all energy. Like,
work on your energy that you bring into the room,
bro. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I've had to turn down some jobs where I'm like, but then I'm like, okay.
Nah, that's a good point. Like, for people to listen to that are listening to this, like, I remember I worked a sales job like a few years ago. Yeah, don't be rude, like,
bro, like, and then like go off on a rant, like, y'all can't be serious, y'all these rates. That's like, bro, okay, you're being a little like, now you're like, no one's gonna want to, come on, bro. Like, if you're nicer with it, like, they're gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna come back at you when I have something that is your rate, and they generally fucking do.
It's called
kind, bro.
It's called the empathy triangle. So at the top of it is empathy, and then the bottom right is value, and the bottom left is respect. So it's like, you come at them with empathy, like, yo, I know where you're coming from, I understand like your situation, but here is my resume, here's what I do, here's the value I bring to the
Right.
table, so respectfully,
Mhm.
blah blah blah. It's like a triangle, so it's like, oh, you gotta always keep that in mind, right?
Yeah, always. But more than likely, I'm gonna take it because I'm a hard worker and I love
A
it.
ticket? What
I'm
do you
gonna
mean?
take it. I'm gonna take it.
Oh, you're gonna take it? I thought you said you were a
'cause-
ticket.
No, because I'm a hard worker. I love it, and I just really love fucking doing it. Like, there's plenty of jobs that I've done free, and I'm like, wow, I'm so happy I fucking did that. This came out fucking great. I'm
Okay,
so
that's a whole nother thing
happy to
too.
be proud of it. Yeah, I'm like proud of it, like genuinely. So it's kind of like if I know if this project is gonna benefit me and my soul, like, and I feel proud about it, and I really want to do it, I'm into it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it straight up, like. And
Because
I just know
sometimes
it's gonna pay
you
off.
taking that opportunity could bring other opportunities and other bags that wouldn't be possible if you didn't take that one, right?
They're like, April always falling through. Like, gotta get her on this one. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
off caps. Yeah, off. That doesn't even make sense.
No cap, off
No
caps.
cap, off caps. It's
Lowercase.
not even true.
We talking lowercase right now. No cap.
Like recently, or like I guess always, smaller like artists usually pay more.
Yo.
Oh, really?
Yo.
So Val, for you guys listening, Val said that
Crazy.
smaller artists are
Yes.
paying more right now.
Yes, it's so ridiculous
For
that
real?
I can tell.
Who cares?
It's like Joey Trap. I can tell my boy Joey Trap. I'm like, bro, he ain't even low. I don't even. He funds all his shit. Like, I think he's a great artist, and he I never have a problem with him. I tell him my rate, he gonna do it, and I'm like, this is crazy. I could tell fucking Sean John my rate, and he probably can't even do it.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, some crazy shit. Yeah, it's really kind of weird.
Why do you guys think that is, that like the
I
small
don't
artists
know.
pay more?
Smaller artists like know
They-
like okay, this person is taking their time.
They're
and
gonna
if
add
they
value.
Me, like I
Mhm.
want to pay them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Artists
got
who,
you.
Like, in their head, and they're just like, fuck it, like we have.
Yeah, we have
150
other
bucks for
options,
this
like-
or this like background, whatever.
I got you. Yeah. So the smaller artists, basically, she said, for you guys listening, the smaller artists value your work more than like the bigger
They're appreciative of it.
company. Yeah. I heard something about. I remember there's this dude that used to work for Trump or some shit, and
crazy.
he came out and like did an interview and like just like talked a bunch of shit. He said basically what Trump does is he'll hire people and pay them like the lowest rate possible, and then just say that like, you know who I am, my name, like you're working for my name, not me, and that's how he gets cheap works and that's how he makes money. And it's like fucked
That
up.
ain't even right. That ain't even right.
Yeah.
I'm yeah,
Exactly.
that's not even right. Like when like I put my girl on Roxanne, like I paid her like a normal. First off, I don't even make this money for me to be paying you this money, but I'm gonna do it because I remember when I was when I was like working on somebody, like
Yeah.
how low I felt when I felt like I didn't get what I deserved, and like I would just suck it up because I'm like, nah, it's an opportunity. Like, no, I gotta do it by my dues, but that shit felt like shit. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't even like that, but I get it. I guess it's part of the growth. But yeah, like I think I don't do people like that. I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, and it's part of being an owner of a business. Even like you
yeah.
got to eat some paychecks sometimes. It's just how
Yeah,
it
it
goes.
is what it is, bro. There's been plenty of times where I lost money opposed to making money on a project, or I got my rate and then I had to do this X, Y, and Z to make it actually happen. And then another thing is, it's like it's really, really freaking crazy. It's like you would think casting, bro. We're the casting, my guy. I'm literally. You're the creative, right? So like,
Yeah.
I'm literally giving your options for your creation. And it's just crazy that we are kind of feel like unimportant sometimes, only sometimes. But I'm like, nah, bitch, we kind of make the video.
Facts.
Like,
really though.
you know, no way. The editing and everything does, so I don't want to take away from anybody.
Well, what do they edit if
but
nothing's
then,
there to
you know what I
shoot?
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, so
I
I
feel
just be
you.
like, I don't know. I'm like, it's kind of important, guys. You guys kind of can't, you know, low budget the casting. We're kind of a big deal over here, you know, like.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when the job, I mean, I work hard no matter what. So I ain't even gonna say that statement because that ain't even true. Like, I work hard no matter what. But it's definitely just more rewarding, and I definitely see myself working a billion times harder when the rate is what it's deserved.
Oh,
like,
really?
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm working 14 hours, mind you, this is another thing. Casting directors, we're the ones, we probably get hit up before they even have a location, before they even have a date. We're literally first on the line. So it's just kind of like, I get, you know, it's not like I'm working a day on this project.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
You're
Like,
planning and shit.
This is
putting
like a
work in.
couple days of sourcing, putting together documents for you, communicating, and then I go on set and I work. So it's just kind of like, you add up those days and then the hours on set, and then being on set is no joke, especially me being a casting director. I am, like I said, I'm running around like fucking bat out of hell, like, you know what I mean, like helping them, handling things, like, being in charge of the talent. I'm in between both, like the talent director, like paperwork. I'm like, am I even supposed to be doing this paperwork? What the fuck? Like, like it's like, so I just be like, bro, gotta pay us, bro.
So the average, like, let's say the average gig that you're casting for, how many hours do you think you put in for the average gig?
Damn, everyone I would say is definitely different. So if it's a big project, honestly, like, I'm working till I'm sleeping, like trying to impress some. Like, it's unnecessary sometimes, honestly. Damn. As much as I would see myself work. But then other projects, it's like weird. Other projects I can just get done in like 5 hours. Other projects, it takes me like a day or two, and then like I show, because some things might be harder. There's different creatives, and then directors also have their vision. So sometimes I work with directors who have a certain vision, so they're like, give me better, give me better, give me better. They're giving like, which I love that, which I absolutely like. There's been some directors where they're like, I want hotter, I want more expensive girls, I want can you get me an agency girl? And then like that's more work. Like that? Yeah, like, and I love those though, because then I get into contact with the agencies, and then I get into contact with the models, and I build relationships. And overall, I really actually love a challenging job. I actually love working a lot harder on a job because I learn a lot more. My roster gets fucking way better. Like way better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they're like, nah, I don't like it. I'm like, okay, shit, say less. Say less then. Like, let's get it. Like, but 9 times out of 10 they gonna like what I'm throwing at them, but when they don't, I'm like, all right, let's toss it up. Cool, I'm down to work harder. Like, let's go. Like, you like I'm being up. Pushed. Yeah, basically. I'm up. Like, and a lot of things that separate me, I think, is like with this business, it's kind of like, bro, you gotta hustle. I feel like maybe music video people don't use the typical casting directors, probably because they have hours. I don't. You can hit me up at 2 a.m. If I'm up, I'm finna be like, say less.
Okay, so it's like you don't have a certain set hours of work. You're just trying to get it done.
Sunday. Yeah, you can hit me up on a Saturday night. You can hit me up whenever. Be like, April, I need girls now in an hour. I'm gonna try my best to get you girls in an hour. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a little worker bee.
Okay.
Yeah, even sometimes my friends and like my roommates are like, girl, like, fucking can you move? Like, shit, bro, you been on that fucking computer. I'm like, I'm working. Like, so yeah, the hours definitely vary, but they're definitely fucking tedious.
Would you say that you love what you do?
I love what I do. Okay. Absolutely.
That's why you do it then. That's why you do it. That's why you put in those extra hours. It's not really work for you. It's just.
It ain't. I'm chilling. I'm not chilling. I'm actually really stressed out. I'm really trying to impress over here. But
but it's different when you're doing something you want to do. You know what I mean? It's not like when you were bartending that you're like staying there after hours because you love making drinks for people and shit.
Hey, like no, I don't even like drinking like that. Like shit. Yeah. Like, so yeah, definitely for sure. But I actually really did like the service industry. I think it's like, as much as I said I'm not a people person, I guess I kind of am once I get a little comfortable. So like the service industry was cool too, because I think that I had to deal with like a lot of different types of people.
Yeah, it probably taught you a lot too that you like use now.
Yeah, which is probably why I'm so hands-on on set, because I'm used to being on go for like 6 to fucking 8-10 hours a day.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, it's nothing for me. People are like, damn, you were on set all day. I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm actually more energized than I was when I first got on. Like, it's 4 a.m. Let's get it. Like,
yeah,
like I'm cracked out. Like,
that's how it is when you get off those bartending shifts too, because I used to have those service jobs, and it's like you get off, you can't even go to bed. Like, you're just wired.
Like I got all this energy. Didn't even eat all day. You're like, how is this happening? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
real shit. Yeah. Going back to Apecasting, what do you have like any benchmarks you want to hit for either Apecasting or yourself? Like, where do you want to see yourself in Apecasting in the next like few years?
I definitely want to be able to pass off the music sector to my girl, to whoever else I put on team, and yeah, I hope I'm getting into TV and movies. So yeah, that's where I see me eventually maybe having an office, you know, because I want to help people also get, like, the thing is, like, I don't think I want to be an agent. I think I want to just continue being a casting director. I don't really like, I ain't trying to hold nobody down. I ain't trying to like sign you to a contract. Yeah. I'm not trying to like, bro, ain't nobody trying to own you. I'm not trying to get your money. That's one thing I hate. Don't hit me up on a job and be like, yeah, I got 150 per model. And then I'm like, okay, what's my rate? Oh, you take it from them. What? Huh? Like,
Yeah,
you be
that's
crazy.
that's
I'm
out.
taking from
That's
my
out.
people. It's like,
Mhm.
you're bananas. Like, be grateful this talent is even doing this, first off. And I think a lot of people, like, they take the talent for granted. Like, we need talent more than they need us. So what the fuck do I like? I don't want to take a percentage from you, bro. I just want to get you booked and keep you happy, like, because you're gonna
Yeah.
be loyal to me, like. So that top notch model that only works for 1,500. Guess what? Like, she fucks with me, so she probably gonna do it for 8. Like,
True.
you know, I think it's like, yeah. I don't think I want to be an agency, but I definitely want to continue being in casting and have a casting agency where I have my casting directors. But I definitely don't want to tie talent down. I
Okay.
definitely want everybody to be free birds, because I think it's kind of obnoxious. Sometimes there's talent who are like, oh, I would really love to do this job. No, literally, like, I'm dying to do this job with my agent. I'm like, that's so lame. Like, nah, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
So that's the thing too.
I don't want to
Like,
claim nobody.
just like music, like record labels are, it's like the same thing for talent where they can't do certain gigs because their agency doesn't let them.
Yeah, or they have to talk with the agency, or things got to be changed around, switched around if they are
Okay.
allowed to do it, or like, you know, you just get limited in a sense, or like you can only get jobs through your agent, or oh, I can't do it. My agent told me not to take jobs from you anymore, and I'm like,
Damn.
what? And they're like, bro, I like low key put you on, bro. Honestly, there's a lot of people where it's kind of like, because I put them in that music video, they got an agency. So there's like people who are like, nah, I don't give a fuck what my agent says. You book me for a job, I'm doing it. Like,
Oh,
say
shit.
less, because
It's that
they
loyalty.
realize that. They're like, nah, like April was there. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if I didn't end up in this music video, I wouldn't have been looked at over here. Like, so I think it's like, yeah, I want to like.
So you see
always
that
help my
as a
people.
problem, and you don't want to be part of the problem.
I don't want to be
kinda.
a part of that problem.
I
Yeah,
got
I don't
you.
want nobody saying, "Oh, you got to go through April." No. Oh my God, I got so many things on my plate. What, you think I want to read another email about another person? Like, you think I want to like be like looking? All right. So Bob hasn't gotten hired in so long. Let me try to get him on it.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, you know, half the time. Another thing, casting directors, it's kind of rare when they let us do the booking. Like, there's been quite a few directors and producers been like, all right, April, you pick. Go crazy. It's your shoot. Go crazy. Pick
Really?
whoever you want. Yeah, and that's always lit. But half the time, no, we ain't picking. We just showing.
Okay.
We're showing and telling. And they made the decisions.
I got you.
So it's kind of like, I don't even really get that privilege. I'm not going to try to tell somebody, like, yeah, sign me. I'm going to start getting you booked. I can't guarantee you that.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of people I feel like who get into agencies and they're like, yeah, I'm not getting booked. But they can't accept other bookings because they're signed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
It's
like,
really like the music industry, like labels and shit. That's
Right.
crazy. I didn't know it was like that.
yeah, it's dead ass like that in the modeling agency. Yeah.
So you want to, because there's no rules to this. You kind of want to follow your own route
Yeah.
and just stick to that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where can people find you if they want to follow your journey, or Apecasting if they want to? What's your socials?
My socials, my personal profile is OMGFKA name. So it's, oh my God, fucking name. OMGFKA name. Oh
What
my
was?
God,
Why'd
fucking
you? Why'd you?
Because
claim
I was
that?
thinking of ats, and I was like, oh my God, fucking name. And I was like, wait, hold on, that has a ring to it.
It's
And
kinda
then I
hard.
kind of like played with the lettering a little bit. So I put OMG, literally FK, and then the word name. And then I was like, okay, this kind of works. I'm digging it. I remember I changed it once, and people like wrote me, they're like, what are you doing? Why is your at different? You need that at back. Like, you're crazy if you lose that. That's like your staple. I'm
What?
like, that's cool. And most people don't even know what it says, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's oh my God, fucking name.
I didn't understand what it meant when I saw
Yeah.
it, to be honest with you. But now we know. This is the clip out here that's gonna explain to people like what the fuck that
Oh
means.
my God, fucking name.
I thought you were like some type of Middle Eastern or some shit. I was
Nah,
like, what
oh my
the fuck
God,
is
fucking
this?
name. Nah, fucking name. I couldn't think of it,
Okay.
and it worked out.
Fly.
And Apecastings, super essential, guys. APE castings. You follow that. You turn on notifications. Like I said, I don't always post my gigs on there, but more than likely, there's always gigs posted. I go a lot through the networks. Y'all go through the networks. Y'all see me on the networks. All casting networks. LA Casting, Casting Network, Backstage, etc., etc. You'll see me. I have my little ad on the bottom.
Bet.
Anybody who's actors or models, I really suggest using those sites. I know they look kind of a little janky. I know they look a little sus. I know they might charge you a few pennies, but let me tell you, you'll be surprised what you can get on there, honestly.
And that's where you go, right?
Absolutely. Besides
Okay.
IG, I go on there too. And then a lot of the time, I'm just lurking through IG. I might like your pic. I might. And honestly, I'm always saving. People think I ain't even watching them, but I really literally mean whoever follows Ape Castings, I look at you, I put you in a folder. I got folders.
Oh shit.
So like everybody's categorized low key.
You gotta be on your A game.
I got a system.
What's that saying they say like I don't even know. It's like somebody's
What?
always watching. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah,
What it, like,
someone's always watching. I guess that's it.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, when I get my office, I want like people who aren't necessarily in the game, who are new to the game. Like I want to throw like headshot parties. Like please, Lord,
that's
I'll get you
dope.
some headshots, bro. Like anything that needs to
Yeah.
get them headshots, get them going. But yeah, Apecastings, oh my god, fucking name on IG and apecastings.com. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. You can reach out to me through my site. I got my email on there, or even through my IG DMs. You know, I got my number on my business profile. You know, that's my business phone. So a lot of people do freaking call it. And I'd
They
be
really
like,
do?
hey,
Business booming with your
April.
phone.
No, but sometimes
Oh, you call it like on your
yeah,
business voice?
I'm like, hey. Or sometimes I'm like, who is this? Like, I'm weird answering. I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
hello. Like, I try to like be like, I don't even answer it professionally.
What you want?
I know. And then like, yeah. And some people just call to say, hey, I submitted, or like, hey, April, if you ever need help, like, please, I'll work for free.
Ooh.
I love it. I think that's really dope. Like, there's people out there, you know, who are watching and
Yeah.
who really want it. I see you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Good looks.
Dope.
Yeah, stay on it.
All right. Well, we're gonna end on that. Is there anything else that you want to plug before we end this episode?
Yeah, you know the vibes. Follow Work Hard on IG. WRK Hard. They get me in shape. You know, they real lit. Val.ok. You know, that's my little photographer homie.
Hey.
Roxanne, Roxy Lucy, that's my partner. Her IG is Roxy Lucy. She's a baddie. Check her out. And she's smart. Beauty and brains.
Okay.
And Cosmo Orlando, amazing producer. You put me on to a lot. He's a great guy. You know, I can give countless shouts out.
Give
but,
flowers out like all
flowers
day.
out. I would love it. Trophies everywhere. You know, everybody champions around me. So
Hey,
yeah.
Shout out to everybody who's listening. Shout out to Zoom Audio Labs for the equipment. And man, stay blessed. We're gonna end this. April, I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate
Many
you.
blessings to you. We're gonna do this again in a year. You're gonna have like we're gonna be at totally different
Totally
levels. Or some
different,
shit.
bro. I love
yeah,
it.
we'll have Val join. We'll give her a mic next time.
Yes.
And join this
Little
shit so you guys can see
señorita.
Mike. All right, everybody from Ambiance. This is Levi. April. We signing out.
Peace.
Peace.